Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you're doing well. Gemini, I was outside mowing my grass and I just kept hearing, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini needs a reading. So once I was done what I was doing, I came in here and here we are. But as I was hearing that, I was also shown, what's that movie? Braveheart. Freedom. Let's see what comes through for you, Gemini. We are all going through extreme transformations at this time. As I'm doing this reading is the day before the new moon in Taurus. We are currently experiencing a lot of Taurus energy with multiple planets in Taurus. Taurus is also part of the North Node is in Taurus. North Node, our future direction, our destiny, our soul's direction. So that's getting stronger. Taurus is the energy that represents our basic survival, safety, security, basic survival, and our needs to what we need as human beings to survive here on this planet. So let's see what comes through for you. Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Keep in mind, these are general messages, so take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Check with the other signs, check with your moon, your rising. Check with them all if you need to, what resonates for you. For Gemini. Thank you. First card hit my heart. I surrender to a power greater than me. Yeah, you are in that transformation. Surrender. Surrender. When things don't make sense, when you have there's a lot of things that are out of our control that we're experiencing right now. So surrender. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I am here to get closer to love. So a lot of lessons going on right now here for you, Gemini. Surrender. There is a power greater than you and me. We all are connected to it, the source of all. Surrender. A lot of things are going on behind the scenes right now. If you find yourself feeling really stuck or stagnant in a certain area of your life, know that things are working behind the scenes. The curtain is down, the stage is being cleared and reset for new scenery. We don't know what the new scenery is going to be yet. But soon, Gemini, after the, because we're wrapping up the eclipse energy. So after the Taurus new moon tomorrow on the 19th, then we move into, the sun will move into Gemini on Sunday, the 21st, when the sun and the moon moves into Gemini a little bit before that. But when the sun and moon are in Gemini, boom. Suddenly there's a whole new energy. Things start to move, things start to shift and change, and clarity, communication, everything starts to break through. Make more sense. So what are the messages we have for Gemini? I was feeling this. I was feeling a push to talk about Mars. Let's get one more before we start talking about it. Just a bit of a heads up. Especially with the card, I am a spirit having a human experience. What do you need to release? Okay. So Gemini, you may find yourself already in at a crossroads, or in a very conflicting, feeling cornered in an aspect of your life. As Mars moves out of Cancer shortly after tomorrow, after the new moon, Mars will move into Leo. Mars energy, the ruler of Aries, Mars energy is frustrated, is tired, can be a little angry, impatient. You or another person. So if there is any unresolved energy or situations going on in your life, be mindful of this Mars energy about to shift and really express, Leo, dramatically express. So as we're going through this week, work through your fears, work through your emotions. We'll start with the first card. Nothing will come of this situation. So this tells me there's already some kind of conflict, some kind of situation that you're confronted with that has you worried. Geminis tend to worry a lot. Has you worried, has you concerned, has you confused, and maybe has you playing, maybe somebody or something is playing you like a puppet right now, but you're aware of it. Nothing will come of this situation. So whatever it is that your mind is bringing up, whatever worries, whatever fears, whatever doubts are coming up, know that if it pertains to you questioning yourself, trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust your intuition, hold your vision. You already have a clear vision of yourself and your energy, your life path. Hold that vision. I'm getting from this, there's another controlling energy here. You or another person, it could be an aspect of you that is really testing you right now to see, do you truly know yourself, trust yourself? It's pushing some buttons that are causing fear and doubt and worry. Work through your fears. What do you need to release on the bottom here? So what is it that you need to release? Adjustments required below that. Surrender to a power greater than me. I surrender to a power greater than me. So let's dive into this a little deeper here. What you need to work. So another thing I want to bring up with the Taurus energy is really, this energy is really reflecting to us how Venus is showing us, how our inner dialogue to ourselves, how we actually see ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, how we treat ourselves. So this is all about self-empowerment, self-awareness, self-love, self-compassion, self-understanding. So allow yourself time to truly get to know yourself, trust yourself, know your true self. Because it is being questioned, it is being tested. Any negative self-talk? I experienced this just the other day, yesterday. I've had to ask for help. And before I did, I was talking to myself like, you're such a, loser. What is wrong with you? Why can't you, get this right kind of thing? Check with yourself, the way that you talk to yourself, the way you see yourself, your inner dialogue. Most likely, ask yourself this, but most likely it is conditioned by the outside world, other people. Nothing will come of this situation. What else can we tell Gemini about this? Void of course moon. So that typically means that when the moon is void of course, it means it's not aspecting any planets. It is getting ready to shift from one zodiac sign to the next, and it's in this void period. So there's no emotional energy really being geared towards specific things. It seems as though you're kind of in the abyss. Nothing really seems to make sense, but don't let that worry or bring fear up in you. It might, because work through your fears. What it's doing is helping you and others recalculate. So we have the Empress and the Two of Materials. We have a lot of feminine energy at play right now. There's not many planets in the masculine energy. So feminine energy is more receptive. The Empress, divine feminine energy, more receptive, more intuitive, flowing with water, going with the flow, nurturing, all of that. And the Two of Materials is telling me that you kind of are juggling that energy right now. You're in your emotions, you're in your intuition, you are flowing, but then there are aspects of you that are being called to make logical decisions, play the masculine energy role, and know what empowers you. She's got the entire cosmos coming out of her solar plexus. That is self-confidence. I am at one with the cosmos. Sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't. Nothing will come of this situation. So tap into that feminine energy. Let that ride that wave through this energy, because you may be tested. Something that causes fear in you is going to arise. Talk about hold your vision for Gemini. This may have already happened, or this may be happening now, or it may happen after the moon. After the moon, the new moon, again, when everything moves into Gemini, the sun moves into Gemini, we will start to have movement and clarity and communication. Temperance in reverse and the Three of Voices in reverse. Wow. You already know yourself. And you already have a vision for yourself here. As far as you can. But there's energy that keeps pulling you out of balance. And it's linked to it's linked to a lot of pain and sadness that you have not processed yet. Unprocessed pain is causing you internally and then externally to become out of balance. Hold your vision, that deep inner knowing, that ancient sacred wisdom that you hold. What are these fears Gemini is working through? New moon in Scorpio, Scorpio energy. We have the Tower, and then we have the Three of Inspiration. Knight of Voices in reverse. Oh my. You've definitely been disempowered. No doubt. You've already been disempowered multiple times in the past. We have another Tower moment coming up. Something's coming apart. Something's cracking open. It's also bringing you great wisdom, but it is extremely intense and painful at times, but it is also enlightening. It sheds light on the truth. So when the next Tower comes, or if you're experiencing it now, allow all the pieces to fall into place. Try not to, don't people please, don't control, just surrender to the divine. Allow the pieces to fall into place here. Knight of Voices in reverse. Now this is your self-expression, your true self-expression, without worry, without fear. It's in reverse. You've been disempowered. You have not been able to speak up for yourself, speak your truth. That is what you need to release, is whatever is within you holding you back from speaking your truth. There's a fear here. There's a fear that someone or something is going to come apart. Tower. It's important that you hold your vision and stand your ground here, Gemini, because this energy has been controlling you for long enough. It's disempowering. Let's get some clarification on these. Nothing will come of this situation. So this is telling me that there's already a situation you're fully aware of. Love begins. When you finally connect to this energy, this divine feminine energy, not gender, energy, it's going to open up the heart chakra. Love begins. And that is the most power that anybody can hold. This is the power of the source of all, of the divine itself. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. A lot of times we got to get cracked wide open and really understand ourselves and what our perception of love is. Self-love, first and foremost. If you don't love yourself, you're not able to give and receive true unconditional love, not conditioned love. This is conditioned love, trying to please others. It's not pleasing yourself. Out of balance. Could be dealing with somebody who has narcissistic tendencies, which brings out a lot of gaslighting, which causes, it's a mental manipulation. And a lot of times it's unintentional. These are coping mechanisms that other people have developed from their upbringing. But it can really cause some, I went through it, and a lot of, self-doubt. You don't trust yourself, and you give all of your power away to another to make all your choices, your decisions, all of those things. Sacral chakra. This is your creative element in the sacral chakra. This is how we create. This is how we create life. The womb of life. This is also the energy that enables us and allows us to have true, intimate connections with others. Because when the sacral chakra is balanced, we are receptive and giving. We are in our feminine energy, and we are able to be vulnerable enough to be transparent, to allow others to see truly into us at all times, and vice versa. When you're playing a part, performing or playing a strong role or whatever, when you're not being true to your true feelings and your true nature, everything's out of balance. And whatever you create is not your creation. It is a manifested creation from whatever's been embedded in your mind by someone else. You're taking someone else's beliefs and truths and turning them into your own, and it's not fitting. Can't put a square peg into a round hole. It will not fit. This is telling me you've been trying to jam that square peg into a round hole for quite some time here. And this is in a certain aspect of your life. We'll see if we can get a little deeper into it. Mental conflict. Transformation at the bottom. So again, going through great changes of transformation right now. And it's not easy. It's not pretty when all of our psychic senses really start to come online, because this is happening universally. This is happening worldwide, energetically. With the sun, the solar activity is so strong, especially today. But with the sun, there are a lot of people being activated, being awakened, and going through this metamorphosis. And it can be really scary and painful and ugly in the beginning. And it brings up a lot of depression, because the real truth is exposed. And a lot of times we don't want to see the real truth. We don't even trust that what we're seeing is the real truth. We don't want to see it as the real truth, but it is. It's part of the process. So go through the process. Right now, mental conflict. You're in your head. Somebody's got you really, really confused. Really confused. It's like, who am I? What did I do? What am I doing? Why am I here? Allow everything to fall into place. When anybody if somebody else is telling you something about yourself, trust that that can be a projection. Do not take that at face value. You are good enough. You are worthy. This love needs to go to you first. First. You cannot give love without giving love to yourself first. You cannot be truthful to anybody without being truthful to yourself first. These are universal laws. So you may also be dealing with somebody who blows up, but then everything kind of seems to be okay. Blows up, gaslights you, puts it all into your head like it's all you, or there's something wrong with you, and then sweeps it all under the rug, and then love bombs you. That's another narcissistic trait, to rope you back in. The Empress again. I feel like this energy, this feminine, this Taurus energy is strong enough that it's going to empower your feminine energy, your deep inner knowing, your wisdom, your strength in the metaphysical world, your strength in your intuition, in your receptivity of life, your deep inner knowing. Beautiful. Your connection to nature. The nature of yourself. Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, beautiful. Hold your vision. So again, as the energy moves, as the sun moves into Gemini and things start to open up and make more sense, we are then presented with the next steps and the next step and the next step as the lunar cycle unfolds. Having the strength to overcome some big hurdles in your life. Victory. Hold your vision. This is beautiful. You're going to know what to do when the time comes. So stay in that Empress energy. The all-knowing, all-seeing. Six of Swords. Beautiful. And it is also 10 of Pentacles. Love it. So once you work through your fears, when you get squeezed through this eye of the needle, and then things start to open up and flow and make sense, again, this mental conflict turns into balance. Suddenly things make sense. It's empowering. 10 of Pentacles. And suddenly you realize, I've got all that I need. I have everything that I need and more. This could also have something to do with your home life, your legacy, your family, and all of the material possessions that you own. Is it worth all of this struggle for stuff? I don't know. We'll see. Surrender to a power greater than yourself. Let's get you some advice. We're going to pull from the Oracle of the 7 Energies for you, Gemini. This Tower also could be something in the finances. Taurus is finance. Could be having something kind of crumble down before you. And then realize what is important here. Truly, what is of value? Is it love, connection, or is it all this stuff I keep accumulating because there's a void in my life somewhere? So Gemini, if you're liking this video so far, will you please click that like button as a nice energetic exchange? We're going to ask for your help as well. Truly appreciate all that do. It really helps with the algorithms here on YouTube, as you probably hear others say as well. It is true. As well as, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you'd like to support me even further, you can go to my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. Purchase a personal reading for yourself or for someone else, or purchase some of the energy balancing jewelry that I make, pure crystals infused with Reiki energy. There's also information for donations. All of it is in the description box below this video. So let's get your advice, Gemini. Advice for Gemini, please. The Rose's Kiss. Remember, we're talking about our values and what's important here in life with Taurus, as well as our security and safety. Take a deep breath and center on the feeling of joy. Can you allow your senses to awaken and connect with your innate desire to experience all life has to offer? Pleasure is part of life. Let yourself surrender to it today. In our modern times, often present a false ideal of how we are meant to experience the world. Connections are lost and distorted by our over-reliance on technology. Just look around and see how few people actually maintain eye contact or engage in conversation. Instead of tapping away at a screen, pause and consider how you can make more intimate contact. Connecting with nature, enjoying the sensual pleasure of sex, and or being aware of the sensations of taste, touch, smell, sight, and sound may be important right now. How do your sheets feel? How can you reach out and feel the heat and softness of your companion animal nestled beside you? Be present to another person, see them, and let yourself be seen, which is true intimacy. Your 5 senses are aching to be engaged right now. This is an invitation to get out of your head and into your body. You may be a spiritual and intellectual being, but right now the emphasis should be on having a sensory experience. This is a sacred part of this gift of life. By being present to the sensual world, you invite an even deeper spiritual experience. Amazing, isn't it? Perhaps it really is time to stop and kiss the roses. Wow, I have chills. It is time. Empress, nurture yourself. Enjoy the sensual experience of life, the smell of the flowers, the beautiful sunsets, the sound of music. It's important. So Gemini, this is what I have for you this week. I hope that this was helpful, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.